Okay, so this is how you set up a classroom blog. The first step is to go to Google and set up an account. So you're going to go up to the upper right hand side of your screen and click sign in. And I already have a Google account, so this is what it looks like for me. If you already have a Google account, I do recommend that you start a new account so that all your information is saved in one place. So I'm going to go ahead and click sign in with the different users so you can see what it looks like. I'm going to add an account. And at this point, if you were setting up a new account, then it would take you to another screen where you would put in all your information. It's pretty self-explanatory. So I'm going to go ahead and sign in. Now, if you do create a new account, the information that you need to fill in is very self-explanatory. One part, it does ask that you provide a current email address. Just go ahead and use your school address because it just sends an email confirmation of your new account name. So now it takes you back to the Google home screen, and if you look up to the upper right hand side of your screen, you'll see that there are a list of apps to choose from. So let me go ahead and show you that really quickly. And you'll want to go ahead and go down and click more and then click on Blogger. Now this is your Blogger home screen, and you'll see that I have a number of blogs already listed. I would recommend that when you first start out that you create a practice or a test blog. That way you can play around with the Blogger platform so you can see what it's like to choose a different template. So go ahead and click new blog, and then it will open up this dialog box, and so you'll want to put in a title. So I put in test blog, and then you'll want to choose an address. Now when you type in the address, it will tell you whether or not the address is available. Make sure you don't use any spaces or punctuation. So you can see that this kind of funky name is available, and so you'll click the little blue check mark. Now at this point you can also choose a template. For some reason on my screen the templates don't show up when I put in the address, but it doesn't matter because you don't have to choose a template at this point because you just adjust them once you get your blog set up anyway. So you can click create blog, but I'm going to go ahead and push cancel because I already have a test blog made. So I go here, and now I'm going to start playing around with the template. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the name test blog, and it takes me to this screen. And so this is kind of like your dashboard where you can see all the different tools that you can use to view and adjust your blog. So we're going to go down here and click on template, and it's in this screen that you'll be able to change what your blog looks like. So right now it is just on this very simple design. That's what it looks like on a cell phone, and now we're going to customize our template so that we get a style that we like. So this is where we're at right now. It shows some different choices. So this is like a simple view, and here's some different choices. You can see how they all look a little bit different. It mostly has to do with where the information is located on the screen, and I like mine to be very basic. The picture window one is pretty nice looking. So now we're going to change the background. You can do a very simple change by just adjusting the colors, or if you'd like you can actually change the background image. Blogger has a whole bunch of images that have already been designed, or if you'd like you can go up and you can upload an image on your own. Now you can do a Google image search for Blogger background images, and you can download those and save them on your computer and then upload them onto Blogger, or you can upload images from your computer, but often they have to be resized. So unless you know how to resize an image, I would stay away from that. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to choose this background, and I'm going to click to apply. And just so you know, if you want to go back to the default or the way that it looked before, you can click this button here, and it changes all of your settings. So again, to change background, you click here, you choose a background, you click done, and it applies the new background. Now you can adjust the widths of the different little parts of the screen but I tend to keep those the same. And then you can choose where the different text boxes go on your screen. So like this is where the header goes, this is where the actual blog post will go. This is information about navigation, some different apps that you can put here. And then this is where you actually get to change the kind of styles of the words, so you can play around with the fonts. What I did when I was setting up my blog is I just kind of clicked on things until I noticed that what I wanted to change was highlighted. So like here's the blog title. I can change the font. I can make it larger. I can change the color if I want to. I can change the blog post title, and it doesn't have a title, so you can't see the change at this point. Okay, so if I want to make other adjustments, I can always go back to my layout and I can play around with things on this screen. So like if I don't like the way that my archive is displayed, I can make changes here. But I'm going to go ahead and leave it the way that they designed it. So I click cancel. And then when I'm satisfied with my changes, then I can go up here and click apply to blog. You'll have to ignore the voices of my children in the background who you can hear. So now it says that the template is applied, and if I am done making my changes, then I can click on view blog, and then in another tab it will show me what my blog looks like at this point. I can go back to Blogger, and then I can click on back to Blogger, and it will take me back to kind of my dashboard view. And now if I'm ready to make a test post, I can click new post, and it will take me to a screen that looks like this. It looks kind of like a simplified version of Word, but it works a little bit differently, and I'll show you that in a second. So first I'm going to add my title. So it's just a practice blog, so I'm going to put new blog post. And then I click down here and I can start writing my information. So this is my first blog post. And now if I want to add stuff to my post, then I can go up and use these tools right up here. So this is how it's a little bit different from Word. You have to use these tools to insert information onto your blog, because this writes the code so that it appears online. If you want to change the formatting of any of the writing on your screen, then this is where you do that. So you can do a heading, a subheading, a minor heading, or normal. So I don't need to change any writing right now, so I'm going to go back to normal. And then let's go ahead and let's insert a picture. So I'm going to click right here, insert image. Click that and it takes me to this screen, and you can find images online, or you can upload them from your computer. So I'm going to go ahead and choose a file, and don't mind our mess. We have all kinds of stuff on our computer. So I have a Free Orchards folder, and I'm going to choose an image, and then I'm going to select the image and then add selected. Once the photo is inserted, you can select it, you can adjust the size, you can adjust where it's located on your screen, and you can also add a caption. I like to add captions. So fun at McTeacher Night. Then if I want to insert a video, I go here, and you can upload videos from YouTube. So I'll show you guys later how to make a YouTube account. So I'm going to go to my YouTube videos, and here's a list of videos that I have uploaded. So I'm going to select this one that my daughter made, and I'm going to select. And if you want to delete, you can click on it and push delete, but I'm going to go ahead and leave that on here so you can see what it looks like. So now I'm done getting all the information on my blog post. Maybe if I want to put a quote, I can click quote, and I use this so that if I'm putting some student sample writing on here, it's kind of formatted differently so that readers can tell that it's a piece of writing from a student. So type this on here. I'm going to select, italicize, just to make it stand out. And now I'm ready. So I could either save my work if I'm going to come back to it later, or I can click publish and it will publish the information on my page. So now in that other tab I have open, I can click test blog and I can push F5 on my keyboard and it will refresh the screen. And now this is what a blog post looks like. So pretty simple stuff. You can see that the title of the blog post looks kind of funky. That's because I adjusted it in the template screen. And so when I look at that, I'm like, ooh, I want to make a change to that. So I could go back and I could change it. So if I need to edit or view or share my blog post, I can do that here. Share is kind of nice because if you want to send it to like Becky or to parents, you can do that from this screen. And for whatever reason, mine did not work. And that. Okay, so now I can also delete my blog post. So if you don't like the way it looks, you can change that. And then I can go back to my blogs and I can view the dashboard again. It's kind of nice because you can see if there are comments waiting that need to be published on your blog. It can show you how many people have viewed your blog, so you can see if parents are actually going on there. You can check your comments. So pretty easy stuff to get your blog all set up for parents to view.